Hello, ladies and gents. This is a bit dark video. I've been watching geopolitics recently about Venezuela, Greenland, Iran, but this is slightly different. It's from about ice shooting of a woman. Now there are three clips here. There are more and more evidences coming out. Right, there are two sides obviously fighting over this. Right wing side saying like ICE was in the right, and left wing saying like I shouldn't have done this, that was just a mother and this and that. I don't know what the details about that is. That's why we're going to watch this video. Now I'm going to reserve my judgment on anything before watching the video because I don't want to do that. So let's watch this first and then I'll say what I think about it. Let's watch this one.
Why they're defending this woman, it's because they agree with her and they want to create an ecosystem where being violent and abusing police officers is accepted. You can see the
okay, why is Asmon just jumping? Like first, okay, let's see the evidence first. I understand where he's coming from. Attacking ICE has been a real thing, and attacking federal agent doesn't do anything. Like it's like attacking a military soldier. You want to protest, go to Washington and protest. Go to your senators, like go through the democratic process. Attacking officers themselves, you're not a freedom fighter, you're just being an asshole. There is that, right? But we have to see what actually happened here.
Video, it very clearly the woman was trying to run him over. She wasn't complying with the police and they shot her. They don't show this angle for a reason because it paints a much more gray picture. And you can see there's a person, keep in mind, there is a third officer at this car. This shows it best. Yeah. There it is. The guy was in front of the car. Jesus. Okay. So you can see, right there, she's moving forward, and he had to just barely get out of the way. He barely got, if he hadn't moved, she would have run him over. Watch the tire. See, now the tire is moving forward. You see the tire is moving forward with the officer directly in front of the car. You can see the spinning. This would have never happened if she had just gotten out of the car, and it would have never happened if she hadn't just tried to block the police in the...
Again, there are two things I want to say about this. I agree with Asmon at some level, but also one thing to say. There's a reason why your law in your country, there's a law that takes into account someone's mental state. Was somebody panicking? Was somebody in right mind? Were they under influence? Do a person have a mental issue? Whatever, right? Your law acknowledges that. So if you have a gun and a badge, you're a federal agent, you need to take all this into account and try not to create a scenario where you have to use deadly force. You see the person is not coming out of the car. It's not good to stand in front of the car. You don't know if person panicked or whatever. And you know, like after that, you could say like technically, yeah, I was justified in shooting, but nobody's going to care about technicality in the end. People are going to be pissed off that a woman was shot by a federal agent. So there's a reason why a lot of time people like don't chase vehicle. They just take the number plate and just like follow the trail from that. There's no point of like chasing somebody on a highway that could hurt somebody else. These are real things that are implemented. So I agree with like, okay, technically it's right. The wheel is spinning. She's trying to run him over. But we don't know if she panicked, she was frantic. Judging from the evidence, I can say that. I don't know if there is more to it. There are two more clips left after this, but yeah.
First place, I see her spinning her wheels forward, right there. You're trying to run over that officer. You are. She doesn't give a fuck. Plus, if you're next to a car like that, you can hear it when it starts accelerating. You know what? You actually bring up a great point. I hadn't even thought about this. But the police officer...
Yeah, but there are also another point here. Again, I know people will be pissed off in the comments, right? You can see the officer's leg, the officer in behind. So he's literally in one side of the car. He could have like jump out, right? This is icy roads. It's not like he's going to accelerate like it's Bugatti Veyron or something. He could have jumped out. But again, I don't want to value judge. I'm not there. Officer himself probably panicked and like, okay, maybe she's going to run me over or something. That could be real.
Police officer who was in front of the car heard the wheels accelerating. And yeah, absolutely, he's going to pull out his fucking gun. That's a great point. New pictures show...
But if you can pull out a gun, in that time, you can also walk to the side. It takes a second to pull out your gun. It also takes a second to get to the side.
bullet hole in the windshield, so clearly shot from in front of the car. Here we go. And you can see right here, if the cop wasn't in front of the vehicle, then he wouldn't have been able to make this shot. I've seen the video. Don't believe the propaganda machine. The state will ensure there's a full, fair, and expeditious investigation to ensure accountability and justice. You're never going to convince people like Tim Walz that what happened is justified, because at the end of the day, it's inconvenient for them to accept it, and not accepting it reinforces what they already believe. Do you think government's responsible for not fixing this originally? Actually, yes, because they've allowed these ICE protests to escalate to where people feel comfortable and they feel like it's an acceptable behavior.
I'm with him. Like, it's a government's fault where they created an environment where people think it's justified and like accepted to attack federal agent. Attacking federal agent will not do anything. You will not get your point out. You will not scare a federal agent into not doing something. That is not the way to do it.
Behavior to use their car to obstruct law enforcement. The fact is that if they had shut this down originally at the very beginning, this woman would probably still be alive. So this right here is the footage. It's being...
What the hell happened to his hair? Okay, that is true. It is up to the government, and government should not have created this scenario where federal agents can be attacked. I find Democratic senators and Democratic leaders to be the center of this. They basically say protest vaguely without actually, implying what they mean by protest. People take that, like out of account, and they're like, okay, protest means let's just annoy the federal agent. Let's just hinder their process. That's not going to do anything, right? These people are literally cog in the machine, this ICE federal agent. They have their orders. They don't see anything else. They're literally following their orders. If from the command they say, like, don't do it, they won't do it. There's no point of stopping them. It's like getting angry at the guns and breaking the guns. How's that going to do anything?
Being spread everywhere on the internet. And here we go.
Another angle.
So he gets out of the car. Dog's in the car.
Is this the car? Oh, okay.
You can see she very clearly looks at him. She acknowledges. She's smiling at him.
That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you. Show your face.
And you can see very clearly this is a phone camera. This guy probably learned his lesson from last time somebody tried to run him over.
This home security video shows the driver taking off during a traffic stop, dragging a deportation officer with him.
Show your face. I'm not mad at you. That's okay. We don't change our plates every morning, just so you know.
It's Missouri.
No.
What do you mean same person 6 months ago? The woman is the same, or the guy who's filming is the same?
We don't change our plates every morning, just so you know.
It's Missouri.
No, it'll
Sorry.
be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen, former fucking country.
He's a citizen.
You wanna come at us?
So he walks around the
You
car.
want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Would you do this the same thing if you was a local cop? How is federal agent ICE is any different? Do they don't have the same rights as a local cop? If you attack a federal agent, isn't that a direct crime where local cops can literally throw your ass into the jail? And attacking anything federal is a higher felony or higher crime than anything else, right? So if anything, you're more screwed. Why these people feel they're so confident attacking a federal agent? Do that word means nothing anymore. Federal agent. That's meaningless. What is it? Why are they being confrontation like some fighting in a bar or something? What are you even doing, man?
Get yourself some lunch.
Get out of the fucking car. Get out of the car.
You can hear the thump. Drive, baby, drive. Did she say that? Let me hear it again.
Look, man, this clip to me does not paint anything positively about the victim. I'm not saying the shooting should have occurred, but when shit goes down, anything can happen, right? You can micromanage the shit. You can argue like shooting should not have happened and all that. And I'm with you. I'm in the camp of try to restrain as much as you can and try to, like, you could have grabbed her later on or whatever. It's not like she's going to run to Mexico or something. I'm in that camp. But none of them helped their cases. And like you can never know how a person make a judgment when shit is happening, so you can't really value judge that way either. Like, oh, I wouldn't have done that. Yeah, you weren't there, man. Right? And the way they're being confrontational, I don't know what you're doing. Right? This is childish behavior. Is this common in America? That's what I'm asking you. Because this is ridiculous. This would not happen anywhere else. They would not have this kind of balls to like just confrontation like that. You have a democratic process, go through that if you don't like this. Attacking individual federal agents is just stupidity.
Why would you say this?
Out of the car.
Did the person driving said that or the other said that? Still doesn't matter. Like if she says drive, baby, drive, and she just suddenly accelerate, I mean...
Changes everything?
Out of the car.
Out of the car. He's saying out of the car. He's walking up to
And again, what a federal agent does not have authority. If a cop tells you get out of the vehicle, you get out of the vehicle. If a federal agent tells you get out of the vehicle, yeah, you don't say like, oh, you're ICE. Again, this is a divide. ICE is not cops. That's what they're thinking. That federal agent, they might as well have same authority. If they tell you get out of the car, you get out of the fucking car.
saying out of the car.
Have some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car. Get out of the fucking car.
3 times he told her to get out of the car.
You want to come at us?
You want to come at us?
You want to come at us?
You have somebody want to...
Again, if in the street somebody provoked somebody, say like shoot me, and somebody shot them, yes, they're gonna go to jail, but they will have less sentences because it's a clear provocation. She's saying you wanna come at us to a federal agent, and then federal agent almost gets run over. Like, this is not one of those instances where anyone's gonna argue like, okay, ICE was completely in the wrong or some shit like that.
come at us, drive. She's looking directly at him while she's accelerating the car, and then her wife is saying, drive, baby, drive. You see how fast that car went. You heard that? I want to go back. This is what I said about it the day it happened. Right there. She's moving forward, and he had to just barely get out of the way. He barely got, if he hadn't moved, and you can hear that now with the thump, would have run him over. Watch the tire.
Okay, I retract my point of if he could have gotten out the gun, he could have got out of the way. I think he got the gun out just to tell her to get out of the car. That's how cops do it. He realized later that she's trying to run him over, and then he shot. Once you have the gun, that becomes a reflex. I think he was taking out the gun to say like get out of the car, basically that shit, right? That GTA busted bullshit. But I think this turned into that. Where actually suddenly she accelerated and he shot her, obviously. That's what happened.
See, now the tire is moving forward. You see the tire is moving forward? That's the revving. Directly in front of the car. You can...
Yeah, I mean, that's just fucked up. Okay, this is the last clip.
The clip is going
this
viral.
Is literally 13 hours ago. This is going viral right. No amount of evidence will ever pursue an idiot, Mark Twain. I don't think it's about being an idiot. Emergence, if you see it, like group of people cannot be idiot in that way. I think idiocy comes from being thick-headed. They don't want to accept that their goal is not met. This is a problem. When you see everything as, is it Democratic plus or Republican plus? Even crimes become political. What the fuck are you doing, man?
Want to check? Look. Who does this?
What was happening?
Really, it's crazy.
Did she block the... Oh, yeah, she blocked the road. Damn.
Who's laying on a horn? The woman that got shot. No concept of consequences? Yeah, exactly. And this is the problem, is that whenever you allow people to do stuff like this and you never have any consequences that are imposed on them, what happens is that they think that they're...
She's blocking all these people. Is that what it is? They all came here to do something ICE thing, and she literally came in front of the road and blocked it. Look, man, my mind cannot process this shit. What is that gonna get? It's gonna get you shot like it did. You can blame anyone you want, but someone got shot. The end. Why would you do this?
totally immune from consequences. Like, if they had arrested her the moment that she was right there, I think that she probably wouldn't have gone to run anybody over. Then she wouldn't have gotten shot either. Like, you have to keep in mind, like, what their goal is. Their goal is to disrupt ICE. So they're going to do the most that they possibly can to achieve that goal. Not facing the
I almost bought that car, by the way.
to do the most that they possibly can
This one, X-Trail. I don't know why, I just remember that. I almost bought this, but then I got better deal somewhere else.
to achieve that goal. Not facing the consequence for blocking traffic like this led her to thinking that she could get away with driving through the officer. Like, look at this. See, she's blocking the road the whole time. Look at this. It's crazy. People are trying to drive around her. It's random people, too. It's like they feel like they're on a private server where they can just do anything they want, hit anybody they want. If
Yes, man. This is what I want to say. Why is this a thing? Do you think you're a rebel by doing this shit? You're not a rebel, man. There's a reason why you have democratic tools. Use that. You have protest. All right, go to next election, vote. Say things by voting. Doing this shit, people have guns in your country and they're comfortable doing this. Most countries don't have guns and they wouldn't do this shit. People have guns and they're like, what you gonna do, shoot me? Yeah, that's what they're gonna do, man. I always come back to some kind of like I don't know, is this something mixed in your water that people can think like this? What is the problem? This is a very American thing, by the way. I don't understand this.
they negatively affect something, it's okay. And they're even trying to stop her. Oh, this is when they shot her. Yeah, of course. And you can see, again, he's directly right in front of the car. This is how I look at it. You look at a person who is...
No, that's not where the video ends. That's where he ended the video because he didn't want to show the exact moment where things happen.
repeatedly obstructing law enforcement over and over. They're given a direct command by law enforcement. They choose not to follow that command. There's a person that's in front of their vehicle, and then they accelerate the...
Again, your cops, your police can detain you 24 hours without any evidence, by the way. They have that power. In order for society and justice to work, cops have to have this level of leeway and power. That implies you don't argue with your, like law enforcement. If they tell you to do something, you do that and worry about legalities later through court or even your senators if need be. You don't restrict them. You don't block the fucking road. And if ICE agent tells you get out of the car, you get out of the fucking car. They're federal agents. They're not there to just play. This is not a like costume party.
the vehicle with the person in front of the vehicle. And you're going to tell me that that person is the one that's in the right? Why people actually believe ICE can't detain you? Because you have people that are content creators, different thought leaders in the country that are telling them that. They're telling them over and over, ICE are a secret police. They're Trump's secret police. They can't detain you. You don't have to listen to them. If you feed people enough of that, this hysterical psychosis, and then you send them out there, they're going to try to drive their car through an officer. If you're disrupting their operations, they have every right to detain you. It's a
No, in America, federal agencies kind of fall into the same tree. Whether it's FBI, any kind of like ICE, if anyone says I'm a federal agent, DEA, Marshals, if anyone says I'm a federal agent, that comes with the universal authority of federal agent. A federal agent can detain you if you're obstructing them. They're trying to do their job. They're not local police. They're there for a reason. And in that reason, if you hinder them, they have authority to detain you for your security and theirs. I'm not even American and I know this shit. But your education has the issue. And I'm not talking about education like K to 12. Like in general information, somebody needs to do something, man. There needs to be like, okay, somebody needs to go city by city, local news by local news, and just say like ICE agents are a fucking federal agent, just like FBI. They can detain you. You can't fuck with them. You have problems, go through Congress. Federal agents report directly to the chain of president, right? You can't have a say in that. You want to these are not soldiers. These are not Iranian soldiers trying to curb a protest. They are doing their job. You still live in democracy. Go through Congress. It's that simple. Vote differently next time. Right, well, there you go. If you like my content, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.